Hello and welcome to the World Series preview show. Audio listeners, please skip to 5 minutes in to skip our live stream intro. It is great to be back on this podcast. There we go. All right. Hello and welcome into the World Series preview show. My name is a newly redone Zach Bischoff, and hang on, this man over here is
Danny Shanholzer.
all right. Today we will be once again covering the World Series, and we are so excited to be back. I'm actually going to turn my camera off because I look a little bit creepy, but. So he like to say, I didn't think my recovery would be this fast, and if you would have told me that, the season was done a little 10 days ago yesterday, so if you would have told me that we'd be back doing this show in a little over little under 10 days after a major facial surgery, then I would have said you're crazy, and I do apologize for um, if I've become hard to understand at times, Danny, please let me know of that. And I apologize to the viewers out there as we'll work through it here. So World Series starts this evening at I believe it's 8:05 p.m. Danny with the Astros and Houston Astros and Philadelphia Phillies. And Danny, just your thoughts on the World Series and your predictions. We'll get to predictions later, but just your thoughts on both teams' runs to get to this point.
Yeah, Zach, for sure, man. Excited to be on here. Glad that you're back, CB. Doing awesome, man. Yeah, man. Excited to dive into some baseball here. So, yeah, Zach. Obviously, game one tonight. Justin Verlander versus Aaron Nola in the pitching matchup tonight. That'll be a good one. Justin Verlander.
I'm going to call timeout real quick. We appear to be having audio issues on the YouTube side, so just give me a moment as I investigate that. Let's see, appears. Let's test. Okay. All right, go ahead.
We good, Zach?
Yeah, I think we're good. And if we're not, well, it's fine.
All right. Yeah, man. So we got Aaron Nola, Justin Verlander. Justin Verlander, man, 39 years old and still dominating. He's probably going to win the Cy Young this year because he's got a 1.75 ERA. But yeah, Zach, I mean, you really, and it's kind of been, and this is what I always find interesting about playoff baseball here. You got a team like the Astros. They got 106 wins in the regular season, I think. Whereas a team like the Phillies kind of was in a playoff battle with the with all their division with like the Mets and all of the teams in the NL East there who kind of just got hot at the right time here. So that's, I mean, and you look at it too, Zach. The Astros are 7-0 in their playoff games, and the Phillies are 9-2. So the Phillies are very much a team that, you know, a lot of young guys, a lot of playoff experience on the Astros side. So I mean, it's kind of a tale of two teams as it sometimes is in sports. So I'm just interested to see how tonight goes and just how the rest of the series plays out.
Yeah, it'll be a fun series, I think. And also, I think that as we move into predictions now, that I think the Phillies are going to win in 7 games.
Wow.
Phillies in 7.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely can see your argument, right? I mean, they don't have the experience that the Astros do. The Astros, you know, they've been here before. We won't mention 2017, which was
no.
cheating scandal, but
Asterisks.
definitely ZB, definitely. But yeah, man, I mean, I can definitely see where you're coming from in that regard because, you know, you got Bryce Harper. It's his like 11th season, I think. He hasn't gotten the job done quite yet with the World Series. championship. But Zach, you look at a team like the Astros, right? You look at a team that is hungry to prove people that they're to prove to people that they're the real deal. That they're not like the 2017 team. That I mean, there's some members of that team that are still left on there, but
Yeah.
it's kind of a revamped team. You look at this will be Justin Verlander's 5th World Series, I think, and he hasn't won. He hasn't won one yet. And also, Zach, Dusty Baker. You remember Dusty Baker? For those who don't know, Dusty Baker has been around for a long time. I saw a stat. He played with Hank Aaron. So that just shows how long he's been around the game, just as a whole.
Yeah.
He has never gotten a World Series as a player or a manager. So I really think, Zach, that Verlander and Dusty Baker are going to get over the hump, and the Astros are going to avenge previous defeats and moral defeats, if you will, and they're going to win in 6.
You know what I think? Dusty Baker has a lot of toothpicks.
Yes, he does.
He's always biting on them toothpicks,
Yeah.
All right. So we're at we need to expand on that a little bit. So let's take it game by game. I think. Let's see. I think the Phillies are going to win game 1. I think the Phillies are going to win game 2. They'll have 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Houston will take the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. What do we have? 3-1 or 2-1?
Yeah.
I say Houston wins the next 2. Makes it 3-2 Philadelphia. And then 3-2 Astros, excuse me. And then Philly wins game number 6. And they take it to 7. And they will win in 7. I now pass it over to Danny for his thoughts.
Yeah, Zach. I honestly think that Houston is going to get out to a fast start here. I mean, I think their pitching has been dominant as of late, CB. I mean,
Yep.
Their bullpen has like a combined something crazy like a 0.89 ERA in the postseason. So I mean, they've been outstanding. And I saw a funny quote from Yuli Gurriel, one of the Astros players.
Yeah.
He was asked what pitcher that he would like to face from his team, and he said, "Is none an option?" So I mean, I just think they just have so much pitching depth. So
Yeah.
I think that the Astros are they're gonna win the first 2 games, but I think Philly is then going to I mean, what good hitters do, like Bryce Harper, he's hitting something crazy like 462 in the postseason. What good hitters do
Yeah.
he do? And we got to take the Pirates have got to take notes. They adjust after they're struggling. You know what I mean?
Yep. And how about that crazy that last NLCS game for the Phillies? That was not
That was like how many innings was that?
I think that was regulation.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking about the.
No, not that one. That was crazy though.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, yeah, and I think the Phillies will adjust. That's what good teams do. That's why they're here. But then I just think another thing too. I think Houston has so much, and I hate to bring it back to pitching up again, but pitching makes so much of a difference in the MLB here. I just think Philly's very top heavy, Zach. They got Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler. That's about it.
Yep.
And again, Jack, and I hate to keep. I sound like a broken record, and these listeners are probably like,
You
say
are.
something else. But I
You
really
are.
think, I really think though, Zach, it all comes down to the fact that like Houston has been here before, right? Like because Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler are still young guys. You know, they're rising stars still. You know,
Yeah.
Verlander is so established. He he he's going to be the first pitcher in Major League history to, or not. Like I saw a stat. I was doing a lot of stat research. He's going to join Roger Clemens and be the first pitcher to, or not the first pitcher, be the second pitcher to start a World Series game in all 3 decades. So I think that with that veteran presence, I think the Astros are going to win in 6 and beat the Phillies. Beat the Phillies. Sweep the Phillies when it gets to 2-2. If that makes sense, I think they're going to win 4-2.
Correct.
That was a long-winded.
Yeah, that was
win
yeah,
2 straight, but yeah.
You overcomplicate things for yourself. Don't do that.
I'm trying my best, CB. I'm trying my best, man.
So am I. So that is all we had for World Series. Did you been watching the NBA at all? Because I have.
Oh yeah, no, I've watched a little bit.
I got some NBA thoughts. All right, so now, hello, welcome to the bonus segment of the World Series preview show, and we'll see how long my voice lets me do this, but we will we'll push through. So, NBA kicked off a couple of days ago. I've been following the Milwaukee Bucks, who play in they play in like 15 minutes. So we got I don't know when they play. Let's see. They play at some point soon. NBA 8 p.m. Okay, they play at 8 p.m. Today. Now, the Bucks are currently 3-0 on the season. They defeated most recently the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, by a score of 110-99. This is the first basketball game that I have sat down and watched a complete 45 minutes of in a while.
Wow, Zach, I'm rubbing off on you, buddy, huh?
Yeah. Look at me. I got the NBA League Pass going. Yeah. So it's interesting. The game of basketball is very fun, but not as fun as the NLL, the National Lacrosse League. We'll get into that later on into the winter. That is the most fun sport I've ever watched. So now the NBA, the Nets this season in like 4 games have had like something like 8 technical fouls. I think 10 technical fouls in like 4 games.
Yeah,
and it's these officials are quick to tee up. But Ben Simmons, I think, or some people are getting thrown out all the time.
yeah.
And it's just interesting, just like these officials are taking no you know what. But it's just the game analysis now. I think that the Bucks are just a very, very, very strong team. Like you have and so are the Nets. Now I'll go this. So the Bucks they started out with the lead. They took it over the first quarter, and then the Nets kind of took over the second quarter, and then they didn't. The Bucks didn't look good second quarter, and then they went into halftime, and then they ended up winning. They went off in the second half. So I think that the Bucks can turn it on very, very, very quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, Zach, that's what good teams do. You know what I mean? That's what good teams have the ability to do. And the Bucks here. I mean, they I believe they won the championship last year. And I just think, I mean, I think so. I got to refresh my. It's been a long off season, ZB, but I just think because
right.
Yeah.
You're telling me you haven't watched any games? Is that what you're
No,
telling me?
I have not. I've been caught up with the NHL, man. I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
it on.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't sat down and watched an entire one though. So I need to do that.
We
But yeah,
gotta talk
Zach. I
about
mean,
the we gotta talk about the
what's
Pens
that?
too. Oh God. We gotta
What's
talk
that?
about the Pens. The Pens.
Yeah,
We gotta talk
we're
about
not.
them. Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah,
But hey, Vancouver tonight.
that should be an easy win. Should be right. Knock on wood.
Trap game. Trap game. All right.
Rap game.
Proceed.
Yep. No, but I mean, again, Zach, that's what good teams are able to do, and I think the Bucks. I mean, I honestly think that they are the most complete team in the NBA right now because I
Yeah.
mean, they got Giannis Antetokounmpo is unstoppable, man. He is a
Yep.
freak of nature. He lives up to his nickname, man. And I mean, they got guys like Drew Holiday that's an excellent defender, and an excellent playmaker too. I mean, I just think that and I what they do, Jack, and I feel like what a lot of teams need to do sometimes, like, is they got Giannis Antetokounmpo and he runs the show, but then they
Yep.
got shooters. They got shooters, man, that are just able to knock down threes, man. I mean,
Yeah.
when Brook Lopez is able to knock down shots, like you can't do much to stop their offense there, man. And I just think, I mean, and I'm just like a team that I am really, really interested to see um, how they do. And I know they're always in the headlines, but it's a team like the Lakers, right? It's a team
Oh
that
God.
just has not been able to put the pieces together. And I think that
Nope.
the Lakers and the Bucks are similar to that because they got a superstar, and then
Wait a
they
minute.
got
Okay. Wait a minute. You're com- you, oh wait. Okay. I don't know what happened there. I got the YouTube page up, but are you comparing the 0-3 0-4 Lakers to the
uh,
3-0 Bucks? Explain.
well,
You're not gonna get something like that past me. Explain yourself.
no, hey, and that's why you are a great podcast host, Zach, and that is why that you come in there and are more prepared than I am. But what I'm just saying, Zach, is that the Lakers, again, they're always in the headlines, but I know
Right.
they haven't been getting it going. But like
No.
my point is in saying that I didn't realize they were 0-4. That's pretty bad. And they got to figure some stuff out there. But like my point is like the Lakers could be like the Bucks, but it's a matter of systems of how you're getting your superstars the ball,
Yeah.
because Milwaukee does that tremendously, and I think, and I'm not sure the direction the Lakers are going to go, Zach. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to watch them and see if they can turn the season around. I mean,
It's early.
unfortunately,
It's early.
it's early. It is.
Yeah.
I still think the Bucks are going to be. I think that they're my shot. They're my call for the title this year again. So
I like the Heat this year too, Zach. I really like the Heat this year.
yeah, the Heat have some very good players and players that I'm not going to name because my pronunciation has not been the best for obvious reasons. So
Yeah, I mean, just for those of
I think you know the couple that I'm talking about. Yes.
no, just like I think that Tyler Hero is going to have a good year for him. I think Bam
Yep.
Adebayo is a tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's something, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right. So last little topic here. I think I have enough juice left for a little bit or so. Let's talk about the Penguins, specifically the Western Canadian road trip. All right. So the Pens stand at this point. I believe they stand at 4-2-1. I think that's the record.
Yeah, I would.
So
check that for you.
the Pens. I mean, they started the season. They were unstoppable. They put like 6 goals up in their first, their first 3 consecutive games here. So, and then they went on this Western Canadian trip, and then they got their handed to them, and And they quite frankly and did not look good because they had Edmonton and they had Calgary back to back here. So we knew this was going to be a tough stretch, but they were dominated by both the Canadian both the well, the Pens are 0-3 against Canadian. Well, 0-2-1 against Canadian teams this year to start. So hopefully we'll make that 1-2-1 tonight as they play the Vancouver Canucks, the worst team in the NHL, in Vancouver this evening. And Danny, I'm going to throw it over to you because I need to write some talking.
Yeah, no, Zach, and I mean, your analysis right there was spot on there, bud. I mean, it just, and I was listening to the radio a couple days ago, and I keep hearing the same thing. It's like our offense can sometimes be scary, but it's not always, it's not always effective, and our goaltending continues to be a question mark, Zach. I mean. And it's not even like I feel like we've been over the script so many times, and it's like because I don't know if we need to be active at the deadline. I don't know if we need to just change our system here. I mean, it's a good system because we beat teams and we do well in the regular season, but then it's just playoffs come around and we face these good teams like Calgary or like all these good teams that might start the season slow, but are like the Lightning. They're going to start the season slow, but they know how to turn it on during playoff time, and we don't know how to do that, Zach.
Nope. Well, not since 16 or 17. But
yeah, right.
It's all spiral downhill from there.
Yeah.
All right. We have to. This is a good time to tell you about marketing. As I pull up, let's see, what do we got here? Who we're going to use? We're going to use.
I mean, it's
me.
Yeah, it's your return, Zach.
We're going to use me. This is a pre-jaw surgery recording of this, what you're about to see. So this is obviously before I look like a clown.
Nah, he looks good, ZB. For our audio listeners, he looks very good.
Yes. Okay. All right. Marketing.
Thank you for listening to this episode of All Things Sports. Are you looking for a 100% web-based live streaming tool? And StreamYard is the
I gotta fix that audio. I'll re-record that at a later time. Anyway.
Thank you for listening to this episode of All Things Sports. Are you looking for a 100% web-based live streaming tool? And StreamYard is the tool for you. StreamYard makes it easy to simulcast across a couple different platforms. We use YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We simulcast across those platforms when we go live. And StreamYard, we also makes it easy to invite like guests and co-hosts like Danny. So I send him a link. Each time we're going to do an episode, and he clicks it, and he's sent directly into the studio where I can then add him to the stream. StreamYard makes it very easy to produce high quality live streams, and what made me go with them, because when I was weighing a few options when it comes to streaming like that, and StreamYard really listens to customer feedback.
Yeah, that's too long. I gotta shorten that up. Anyway, you got the point. Use our link down below to get $10 in credit. When you spend $25, we get $25. All right. That's what that needs to be. All right, not 2 minutes and 1 second long. Anyway, all right, one more little topic. Did you see the Matt Canada interview the other day? You're muted. Oh, wait.
Now I'm unmuted. I did not see that specific interview, Zach. But I you know what I have seen, Zach? And for our listeners, I highly encourage you to check this out. There is a Matt Canada Halloween costume that I've seen.
if you find it, please put it in the where can you put that? Uh, uh,
I thought that's what you were referring. Actually,
no, no. Did you see the quotes about how this will be a tremendous offense? And to the local media, I know you guys are fond of me or something like that.
oh really?
He said something stupid like that. But and the Steelers um, battled PA this week
Uh-huh.
in Philadelphia. I don't like our chances on that.
No.
So yeah, I 2-5 Steelers against the 6-0 Eagles, and then stranger things have happened. Danny, your brief thoughts on that, and then we will wrap it up for today.
Yeah, and sorry about that Halloween costume reference. I thought that was what Jack
And,
is referring to,
and
but
yes, I have seen that, and it is accurate. But
it's and I look, it's a playbook featuring three plays they run.
here,
I thought it was
let me.
pretty,
I'll try and find it. Let me see
which I thought was pretty funny. But again, like I know that we are very anti-Matt Canada on this podcast, and I think that every media outlet that covered the Steelers is.
as is the rest of the city.
Yeah, I think that every um, media outlet that covers the Steelers is, Zach. And I just think, I mean, we just need to, because I think we just need to be more direct, okay? Because here's a thing, Zach, and for our Pittsburgh listeners, I know we've been saying this the whole season, but like,
which is the majority, I might add, but
yeah. But I just think we need to be more direct if we're going to be Philly, because Philly's got a good defense as well as a good offense here. I just think we gotta use the middle of the field. I mean, we've been saying that, and I think that we got to get Chase Claypool more involved. I think that in order for us to be Philadelphia specifically, we got to get the ball to playmakers here. We got to make it easy for Kenny. So that's what I'm going to be looking for in terms of the offensive performance there. I just think we cannot get behind the chains here. We got to keep it at first and manageable, so we can get to third and manageable. As Mike Collins says, we got to stay on schedule. So I think that'll be a big key. I think on the defensive side of the ball, we have got to kind of similar to Miami. I thought we aside from the interceptions that we should have had, we stayed pretty solid on D here. We gotta I feel like against a good Eagles offense, I think we just gotta again limit what they're able to do. We cannot let them get the ball with the guys like Devontae Smith. They're very balanced offensive team, so we gotta be solid against the run.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that. I think that this game will tell us a lot about ourselves here, because if we go 2-6, we're kind of looking for at a rebuild year. But if we're able to get this one, and I think it'll be a close game. I'm one of those guys that I don't think it's gonna be another 38-3 game. But if we're able to keep it close,
okay, all right. I'm gonna leave you in your own little corner on that.
No. I mean, I have not seen Philly play a ton, but I just think I think we got to play it similar to the Miami game.
6-0.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
what's that tell you about their team?
They're pretty good, but like, I don't know. I think the Bills are on another planet, so we'll see how it goes, Zach. We'll see how it goes.
All right, and with that, that will do it for what has effectively turned into All Things Sports episode number 32. We thank you all for listening. We are glad to be back. Hopefully, I'm not going to say we're back full time yet, but hopefully we look to get a couple of episodes out to you here soon. And if we don't talk to you until Halloween, we will see you all again very, very soon. And until then.
Bye for now.
Thank you. Okay, let's hit that. Let's hit this. Let's